I think CeeDee Lamb's the guy that goes through and just torches this Giants team the way him and Dak are on together here. I don't know if Pollard is someone that I'm looking to play, though. I if he scores, that's great. But if he is not the one scoring, if it's the CeeDee Lamb show again, the cover of my quarterback coach this week is Baker Mayfield. Mike Evans is 72. Big fan of plugging Mike Evans into my lineup this week.
I feel like Trey McBride at 3,500 is probably where I'm going to lean. Yeah.
What is going on, everybody? John Impemba here with Andrew Cooper. Welcome into your Thursday Night Football Week 11 preview here. We got a little Bengals, Ravens on tap this evening, Coop. That was a great Week 10 that we just had here. Got to continue that success here in the Week 11. Starting tonight, the Showdown Playbook is already live from Dan Malin. We're here to answer your start-sit questions. I already see our chat loaded up and ready to go. My friend, man, how are we doing?
Yeah, the veterans in the chat get in here before the show even starts, right? Like Zach Lewis and Dunn. I mean, Zach was in here asking this question at 3 minutes before we even went live, which means he's going to be answered first. Everybody out there, those that don't know, most of the show we answer questions. If there's time, we're going to do a DFS Showdown slate, which, as you can see from that little promo at the start, John's been cashing and crushing lately.
Yeah, so we all have it. Your coaches, Bender's Playbook, our DFS show last week. I mean, we had a fantastic Week 10 with the way we built the playbook and all that content out, and more success coming here this week.
Yes. So here's the deal. Get your questions in. We're going to hit on all of them, so you don't have to ask them twice. All right. I already see you guys out there being like, oh, they haven't answered my question. It's already 7:02, so I got to put it in there again. You don't have to put it in there again. You only put it in there once. That goes for the Twitch gang. That goes for the YouTube gang. We will get to it. But when you do put it in, give us as much information that you think is important. Number one, tell if it's a PPR or standard. Number two, give us the full names if there's even remotely similar names, right? No, not just Robinson, but no B Robinson.
Right.
There's a Bijan Robinson. There's a Brian Robinson. Don't just type Jay Williams. There's a million of those, right? So give us the information we need to help you. Help us help you, baby.
And stuff like that. Need it all. Give us the full. If you're asking a trade question, let us know who's on your team. Let us know what the depth is going to look like. It'll really help us answer your question the best of our ability without having to kind of jump around and maybe give you guys some half answers here.
Let us know if it's your arch rival and you don't want to help him out. You know what I mean? Give us the information. Let us know if it's your uncle, dude, and he always wins the league. Like, give us the information we need to help you.
And we may even we might have a special guest joining us here at the end of the show as well, Coop. So those of you who might want to stay tuned here, not only is it Thursday Night Football, but we have the Bender cast tonight with the Thursday Night Football matchup between the Bengals and the Ravens here tonight. So maybe joined by a special guest here as well. And I know that we'll have the Better Cast on this evening. If you haven't already checked out the Better Cast, I don't know what you're waiting for. You can go ahead, scan that QR code on the screen here, download the free Better Cast app, answer your pregame questions now. They're already live. Have an opportunity to win some awesome prizes like autographed jerseys, memorabilia, and much more. Plus, it's hosted by Howard Bender. How can you hate that, right? Got a chance to chat with the RotoBuzz guy himself while watching some Thursday Night Football action. But you got to download the app, scan the QR code, or click the link in the description. Free to download, free to sign up, free to play. It literally costs you $0 to do.
Free, $99, and you can win. I mean, autographed jerseys. My sister, she's got an autographed Ricky Williams. He's a Dolphins fan. Autographed Ricky Williams fan that she got from Better Sports from doing things like this, playing these games. So get in there, check it out. It's free. Plus, John and I will be in the chat. Bender will be in the chat and also doing videos and stuff in between on halftime. So it's a lot of fun. Get in there, get that checked out. But John,
that is loaded up. The last thing I'm going to say before we get to these questions here, Coop, those of you who are tuning in, please like the channel, like the video. If you can subscribe, helps us out a ton. Honestly, it really does. We appreciate all the support you guys give to us here. We can only do that much more with you guys helping us out. boosting us up there with those YouTube algorithms.
Boosting
So
up.
let's get it. Let's start it off here. We've already talked enough here, Coop. And was the first one in chat saying good evening. Look forward to a great Thursday night football game. Zach leads us off with the first question of the night. Keaton Mitchell, Jerry Jeudy, half-point PPR. Word is Keaton Mitchell is going to see yet another expansion of his role. He had a great week last week, but very limited participation in the second half of that game. I think they said he only had like 4 touches total. So do we see that role expand? Do we see Gus Edwards still lead the way in this backfield?
It's crazy because if you watch that game or if you were just watching Red Zone, it seemed like he was all over the place, Keaton Mitchell. He's an exciting player. I love the matchup. Jeudy also has a good matchup, though, going up against the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night. So I am kind of torn on this one. Typically, I'm a very conservative player, so I would lead Jeudy, but I think I kind of want to start Keaton Mitchell at night.
It's obviously more exciting. You get that big lead in your opponent. Now your opponent's staring down, and maybe Keaton Mitchell's got 19, 20 fantasy points, and it's a mental game there as well.
Devin Singletary had 150 yards against his team last night with that offensive line. So last week. So I think I'm going to go Keaton Mitchell. Let's do it.
I'm fine riding Keaton Mitchell. Again, we know Cincinnati struggles to stuff the run here.
Yeah.
Freedom Travel TV wants to know, hey guys, Dave Flowers, Tyler Lockett. So again, another game here tonight. Flowers going up against that Cincinnati Bengals pass defense. Tyler Lockett here. Who are the Seattle Seahawks playing this week, Coop? What's on their schedule?
The Seahawks have
Rams. They're in LA against the Rams.
Which I like that matchup. This one in particular, Freedom Travel. I know you got this one. He got this one in at, again, before the show even started. So he, before I went on my spiel there, this is the exact one where it definitely helps to know if it's full PPR or half PPR. Regardless, though, I like Tyler Lockett better in virtually every format. But as we know, Tyler Lockett is more of a high A-dot field stretcher type guy. Doesn't catch a million balls, but catches deeper passes. And Zay Flowers, as of late especially, has been very low A-dot but also in general low production. So I'm going to go with Lockett on that one.
Yeah, Lockett works for me here as well. Bill wants to know Burrow or Goff here. Goff at home this week against the Bears. I know we're all kind of keying in on that Lions running game. David Montgomery came back last week, had a big touchdown run. I don't know if you saw, Coop, Jahmyr Gibbs said on a podcast or a live stream that David Montgomery was actually supposed to be the one getting one of those 1-yard plunges, and instead he went to the rook and says, hey, you go take this one. So
I saw the video. He came on the field, came out, and it was the podcast. It was the St. Brown brothers, Equanimeous and his little brother. So yeah, apparently if you're an NFL brothers, you got to have a podcast these days.
Makes sense. The McCourties, do they have one? Probably, right?
They share a Twitter account. Do they still share one Twitter account, which is the weirdest thing? But yeah, I don't know. You have to come out with a Christmas song too. But I don't know.
Go Burrow or Goff there. Burrow on the road tonight.
You're the QB whisperer.
I know.
You're the QB whisperer.
I think I'm going to have to go Joe Burrow here.
I have Burrow ahead.
I think the talent is where I'm going to go with Burrow. Goff has been really good at home, and but that running game is just so good. And they go up on Chicago. You may not get the numbers there out of Goff. Where I think Burrow's going to have to throw tonight. They haven't run that ball all that successfully, and having to run against Baltimore doesn't seem too fun there.
I have Burrow ahead. Yep.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Katie in the chat says, I have Lamar, Flowers, and Edwards and Keaton Mitchell.
Woo.
What combo would you play with Lamar tonight?
Well, I got to know what else you got, Katie, because there are times where I sit back and I say, I'm going to start them all, where, I don't see – it's hard to start Gus Edwards and Keaton Mitchell. Gus Edwards, we're just banking on a touchdown equity, really. But, I mean, we got to know who all your other options are, Katie. So let us know what you got.
I think I'm still going to go with Flowers and Edwards, but Mitchell is certainly the upside play. Edwards, I think, has a pretty safe floor, and I still think when they get in that red area – Edwards is going to be the guy that's on the field. I don't really see them putting Keaton Mitchell in the red zone here. He's a guy that might break off a big play between the 20s. Maybe he gets involved a little bit in the passing game. But I still think if you're looking for some nice floor, I mean, Gus Edwards had 3 rushing touchdowns a couple weeks ago. Let's not talk like he can't be that man either. So
Gus Edwards over the last 4 weeks is like running back 4.
Yeah. Go Lamar, Flowers, and Edwards for me. And you know what? Just watch Mitchell. If he has another good week, feel good about it. Know that, hey, you know what? Moving forward, Mitchell's a core part of your lineup, but I think I'm rolling with Edwards, Flowers, and Lamar here on the short week as well.
Right. Gus Edwards, he's never going to relinquish that goal line role because Keaton Mitchell weighs 192 pounds and Gus Edwards weighs 238, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not a big math guy, but that's like almost 50 pounds.
Yeah. That size matters, they say sometimes, especially when you're in the red zone. So Taco Corp here says, I want to know thoughts on Aguilar or Sample. My guess is this is a last man in for a DFS lineup here tonight, Coop.
First of all, the answer is never Drew Sample. Literally
He
never.
had a touchdown 2 weeks ago, man.
Yeah, and the answer was still no. Like if you start Drew Sample and he scored a touchdown,
We'll see them about the same amount of targets right now.
You're an idiot. If you started Drew Sample, he scored a touchdown, you're still an idiot, dude. Yeah. It's like if you win a bunch of money on a $1 scratch ticket. Like, congratulate. Are you a genius financial investor?
Probably not.
Nelson Aguilar.
Aguilar's at least got a big play, I guess, potential there. Keaton Mitchell, Trey McBride, and Khalil Herbert in a half PPR. I mean, McBride has been unbelievable. Gets Houston this week. McBride, once again, actually, if you go look at our draft percentage forecasts, they're expected to be the highest roster DFS play this week. Overall, not just the tight ends. Overall, he's expected to be the highest roster.
He absolutely should be. And I have the write-up up right now. If you go over to fantasyalarm.com, type in DFS coach. That's my forte. And on DraftKings, I think he's the best play. He's pretty cheap. If you go through, though, I have different plays for FanDuel, different plays for Yahoo. We do a little price shopping. But, I mean, Trey McBride, he's like not even in the top 5 tight ends in a full PPR format, which is DraftKings. And he's, only 8.8% of your budget. So you got to use him over there. And I'm using him in this matchup, too, over Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah, and Khalil Herbert coming back this week. Can't really run him against the Lions. Not a great spot for that there. Paul wants to know, full point PPR, Tyler Boyd or George Pickens? Man, how do you go away from Tyler Boyd the way he performed last week?
Can't. Good evening, Paul.
No T. Higgins. We're going Boyd, especially in a PPR league here.
Could have been even better, too, because Boyd dropped that touchdown pass. Yeah, pretty ugly.
Edwards or Mostert? Now, the Mostert question becomes a little interesting with Devin A-Chain expected or will return this week, according to the recent reporting here.
I'm still going with Mostert, man.
You're going up against the Raiders this week.
It's a good matchup, and he's too explosive, and I think they can both be RB1s, to be honest.
We saw that against the Broncos. They ran for 200 yards or whatever it was there. So.
Not a problem, dude.
Agreed. Both running backs can be successful. I don't know if A-Chain immediately goes out. He wasn't getting the majority of the snap share beforehand. So still a pretty good spot for both those guys there. Go Mostert, Craig. Timothy here in the standard league needs one for a flex. Mixon, Robinson, or Waddle.
Damn, good matchup for Brian Robinson.
Against the Giants here this week.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to run Brian Robinson out this week. I mean, he also had a 40-yard touchdown catch last week or something like that.
It's the perfect game script for him.
Yeah, agreed. Sean says, "Good evening. How we're doing? We're doing great, man. We got some football to watch here tonight. How can we hate that?" Luke in the chat. Love seeing you in here, man. Can't get enough of the football genius.
Talking to you. He's talking to you, dude.
Talking to us.
Oh, the composite of football genius, the plural genius.
Yeah. Okay. Plural genius. Lawrence or Fields is the quarterback question here. Man, this one's tough. Yeah, Fields back on the road against Detroit. I don't really care for that spot for him here. You have Jacksonville this week, and I think it'd be, last week was not a great week, obviously, for Trevor Lawrence going up against San Francisco, but you have to at least give him one more shot. He's at home against Tennessee this week. So
this is the time.
Give me Trevor. Trevor hasn't really been bad. I know the fantasy production, you're looking at him like 13, 14 fantasy points. But it's because when they get in the green and red zone, it's Travis Etienne running all these touchdowns. And if somebody could just catch a touchdown pass for Trevor Lawrence, those numbers would look infinitely better there. Just one. All he needs is one to be a 19 to 20 fantasy point per week quarterback here. So give me Trevor Lawrence.
Worth mentioning as well that only one of those QBs is dealing with a thumb injury.
That's true. That is true. Should I trade Pollard or Foreman for Jones and Purdy? I have Lawrence, Love, and Baker. Well, you don't need another quarterback unless it's a super flex league.
If it's super flex, you do it immediately. And if it's not, then I don't do it.
Yeah, I'm going to keep Pollard. I know Pollard's been down, and I still think, I'm still a little iffy even on Pollard this week against Carolina. I just think they're just going to throw. They just keep throwing.
Right.
No, hold on. Don't do that trade, though. Keep Tony Pollard. Yep. You don't need another quarterback. Ann wants to know, need 2 in a PPR with a tight end premium, Puka Nacua, Jordan Addison, Amari Cooper with DTR as quarterback, and Dalton Kincaid. Well, we're certainly locking in, I think, against the Jets, Dalton Kincaid, right, Coop?
Yeah, absolutely. Tight end premium as well. The Jets aren't as bad against the tight end as the numbers may say. They've had some touchdowns that were Farrell Brown and Luke Schoonmaker and Noah Gray, but still they're not like good either. They're middle of the pack in my opinion. So I'm going, especially in tight end premium. The guy catches. He had one drop last week, but caught 5 of 6. The week before he got 10 of 11. I mean, tight end premium Kincaid. That's where he lives. I'm not going to start Cooper again with DTR. So it comes down to Puka or Addison. And I think I like Addison.
Addison in Denver. Do we have
Denver.
Justin Jefferson returning this week? Do we know? Is there any updates on
that? Could be the difference maker for me, honestly. So I guess if Jefferson plays, then go.
I mean, it's either Nakua dealing with Cooper Kupp and Stafford, who's coming off of an injured
Stafford's
thumb.
back, yeah.
So I might go Addison just in general here. I think I still lean Addison, no matter what.
That's fair, yeah.
Larry wants to know Noah Brown or Nakua. I gotta wait and see who's healthy for the Texans. Obviously, Robert Woods was back last week. Is Nico Collins going to be in this week?
Dude, so Nico Collins returned to practice, but you know who wasn't at practice today?
Tank Dell, probably.
Noah Brown.
So
apparently he's dealing with. I didn't even know until I checked today. Let me double check that. I gotta
refresh the Britt Flynn injury report there. That's on me here.
Jump on the next question. I'm gonna pull that up right now.
All right. The next one's from Sean. He wants to know Keaton Mitchell tonight or Ty Chandler. While you're looking up some injury news, what do we got on Alexander Madison?
Noah Brown back-to-back DNPs with a knee issue. So DNP today.
Let's then for you there, Larry.
Yeah.
Bender's in the chat. What's up, Bender? What do we got on Alexander Madison? Is he still in concussion protocol?
Yes.
All right. So Keaton Mitchell tonight or Ty Chandler to this weekend?
No, Alexander Madison was limited, but he's still in the protocol. So he hasn't been cleared, but usually when you're limited, you end up being back.
Yeah.
So I go Keaton Mitchell tonight.
Go Keaton Mitchell here tonight, Sean. Joshua wants to know, let Lamar be a get right week.
For real. Shout out Josh Latshaw, dude. Josh Latshaw has been one of my boys on Twitter since I had 300 followers, John, which was only a couple years ago. One of the
things with Lamar, again, it's sort of like a perspective of like, yes, the fantasy points haven't been there, but like the team's still scoring. Gus Edwards had 3 rushing touchdowns one week. If Lamar got him all the way down there, if Lamar could just score, then the numbers would look better. So I agree with you. It's not really a get right game. He completed 70% of his passes last week. Just didn't get any touchdowns. They didn't score. So
Thursday night national TV division game, John. This is where the fake to Gus comes in, and Lamar just walks
Lamar.
In the end zone.
I think we get Lamar in a good spot here tonight. He is my captain in showdown lineup. So maybe we'll do that a little later.
We're doing a showdown later, and I'm also going to bet on a Lamar anytime touchdown. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I do have a 13-team parlay again for everybody as well.
Nobody's got time for that. I do kind of love that.
We had 11 of the plays last week, man. We just missed out on the.
Let's get through the chat, dude. We gotta get a chat. We're still answering questions that we're putting in the chat.
With us. We'll prop with you guys later. Twitch gang, first one in the chat.
Hey.
Not at all. Lummy plays here. Hey man, mine answer. We got pick 2: Mitchell over Pacheco against the Eagles or Noah Brown. Well, again, Noah Brown not practicing, so definitely got to play probably Mitchell and Pacheco. I have no problem playing Pacheco against the Eagles. He catches the football out of the backfield, and that team will still run the ball a little bit, so that's fine. Lamar or Dobbs? I'm gonna go Lamar here. I know Dobbs has been good and Denver's been bad, but they're in Denver for this one. A little weary on that play.
Shout out Twitch gang. Let's go, baby.
Byron wants to know, have either Keaton Mitchell or Ty Chandler as my RB2? A lot of people maybe seemingly with the same question here. We're going Keaton Mitchell tonight.
We're going Keaton Mitchell, man, because honestly, it's still close enough. Keaton Mitchell's been hot, man. He looked good last week, breaking off the big plays. Also, like if he had caught the second target he got, that was a end zone target.
Yeah,
made a nice adjustment, almost got it. If he caught that, people wouldn't even be thinking twice. Like he just looks like a fun player, man. I think he might be what we thought J.K. Dobbins is going to be.
Agreed. Michael wants to know Dobbs, Lamar again. I'm going to lean Lamar. Dobbs has been great, no doubt about it. On the road in Denver, that one worries me a little bit.
Right.
So I'm gonna pass on that one. Go Lamar tonight. Lucas here need 2 out of the 5 for the flex spots here. Chandler, Najee, Schultz, Boyd, Samuel. He also has Jamar Chase already, so worried about doubling up. I'll say this on doubling up because I saw that Sean has another question pertaining to this as well. If you think that they're going to score, don't you want to have the exposure to the Bengals scoring here tonight? If you don't play Tyler Boyd because you have Lamar Chase and Tyler Boyd goes and gives you 130 in a score and he's on your bench, aren't you going to hate yourself? So don't be worried about doubling up and stacking in fantasy. You have them on your team for a reason. They both produced big weeks last week, so you didn't have a problem then. So I have no problem here doing it tonight.
Right, exactly. Like you couldn't have had too many Cowboys last week, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So get Tyler Boyd in there with no T. Higgins. I mean, he's a target machine in these situations.
Yep.
And I'm not going to start Curtis Samuel. I kind of want to start Dalton Schultz. We're worried about the schedule down the stretch for Dalton Schultz, but I think the Cardinals are kind of frauds in terms of like the numbers versus the tight end don't look that good overall. But David Njoku scored on him. Mark Andrews scored on him. Darren Waller with a banged up hamstring had 7 for 76, right? And then the other tight ends they played, it was like Irv Smith in a game that Jamar Chase scored 3 touchdowns. Or actually, Irv Smith didn't even play in that game. There was no tight end on the team. And then the other one was George Kittle did nothing, but that's because CMC scored 3 touchdowns. It's not that the tight ends are doing bad. It's that the Cardinals are a choose your own adventure on how to score. So I think that it's Dalton Schultz and Tyler Boyd. And unless you wanted to go Najee, but I don't think I do.
Nah, not Najee against Cleveland this week, but Najee's been good. Him and Jalen Warren both hilariously turning into RB2 flex plays every single week here.
Browns are just a wagon, dude. The Browns defense is bad. It's it's crazy.
Ann wants to know, tight end premium needs 2. If Jefferson doesn't go, he's got Donta Foreman, Curtis Samuel, Gallup, Burks, and Conklin here. Well, I mean, we can wait on this question here, and I mean, I'd love to give you the answer, but
that one you
obviously kind of unlocks that question, and we don't really have anybody playing tonight that you need to lock in yet. So I know you tune into our Sunday show, so we'll revisit
Sunday
this
show
for you and on Sunday, unless playing one of these guys impacts a game tonight here. It's probably better to get a little bit more information there on JJF.
It's like Burks hasn't practiced all week. Foreman's been limited, so like we need more information. So we got to hold off on that. And Sunday morning, we got you.
Matthew wants to know here, or just get in our Discord, and later in the week, you can always find us in there, Core. Matthew wants to know Burrow tonight or Kyler Murray. A lot of people, Kyler Murray right now projected to be the highest rostered quarterback in DFS this week. Start number 2 on the road in Houston. People all in on Kyler Murray. Are you playing Kyler or Burrow? Where's your rankings have them? Rankings. I'll tell you where I got them at.
I have the rank. I have them back to back in my rankings.
Okay. Do you have Burrow ahead?
I have Kyler 1 spot ahead.
You have Kyler 1 spot ahead.
Because the Ravens are pretty good versus the past. They have been, you know what I mean? And that the Kyler's playing in the game with the highest over under of the week. And I'm a sucker for that stuff 100%.
Yeah. Burrow's safer. Matthew there. So I guess it all depends on like what's your I hate saying this, like what's your projections look
like? What's your heart saying?
Yeah, what's your heart saying? The FOMO with Kyler Murray. I would say play Joe Burrow tonight and then play a lineup of Kyler Murray this weekend and kind of go in that direction.
I mean, if we're going with nonsense tiebreakers, Thursday players are fun too.
Thursday players are fun. You got 3 straight 300-yard gains for Joe Burrow. He looks back.
Yeah, it's so close. I mean, I debated it for a while.
We got the QB Whisperer and the tight end premium league here. Are we blindly starting Tanner Hudson? Well, you're the tight end whisperer here.
So you got to be real careful with guys like that because, yes, he ran 20 routes, which we say, hooray, but they dropped back to pass 51 times. So not even 50%. It was, 40%, whatever that is. So sure, he ran more routes than Irv Smith, but not even close to enough. So Tanner Hudson is a showdown slate play, not a. I mean, it depends how deep the league is. Let me know who else you got.
Yeah, tight end premium is there. Kangas man in here helping us out, answering and said Puka and Kincaid. I think we kind of went in that direction too. Yep. Jose wants to know full PPR, Justin Herbert or Kyler Murray. We did get Keenan Allen limited return to practice, so that's good news for the Chargers here. But I still may lean Kyler in this one this week.
I will never say no. And also, Jair Alexander he returned to practice on a limited basis, so he'll probably play.
Something about the Chargers on the road in Green Bay doesn't feel like
doesn't
feel good to me. So let's go Kyler in that spot here. And saying she can't wait for the Bender cast. We can't wait for the Bender cast. I know. Who doesn't love spending time with Howard Bender, right? You got to download that the Bettercast app. Click the links in the description to do so. Free to do. Steve wants to know Lamar or Dak. You got to go Dak at this point, man.
Yeah, you do. He's been so good, and against the Panthers.
Yeah, and the Panthers exactly. You definitely got to go there. And wants to know need one Ty Chandler, Samuel Cooks, or Wilson. This probably again we can wait on these answers on the Alexander Madison because if Madison's out, we're gonna play Ty Chandler.
It's definitely Chandler if Madison's out. Otherwise, I kind of like Brandon Cooks.
You like Cooks this week? Okay, yeah,
he's been getting a lot.
Wilson did have that touchdown catch last week, right? So
yeah, but Cooks
or did he get ruled out? I think maybe he got ruled down.
Yeah,
yeah.
Still, his usage is fine, but Cooks. The big thing for me is that Gallup's been phased out. They're kind of rotating Gallup with Jalen Tolbert, so it's like CeeDee Lamb and Cooks are now 1A, not 1A, 1B, more like 1 and 2, 1 and maybe 3 with Ferguson, but still Cooks. I like the way he's going.
Yeah, so let's wait till we get that injury news on Madison here, and we'll be able to give you a better clear. Sean's always helping us out. 31 people, 7 likes. We got 47 people in there right now. Give us a like here, guys.
Some could be Twitch
certainly
gang. Yeah.
gives us a little bit of a help here. Let's see.
I think I didn't like it myself, so I'm gonna go like that right now.
Yeah. We want to know the Mile Luke's talking about the Keaton Mitchell expanded role, probably between the 20s. Yeah. I think we're going to see Gus Edwards get the goal line work here still.
Right.
Craig wants to know 4 out of the 5. CMC, Jacobs, Montgomery, Mostert, and Edwards. Well, you're obviously playing CMC.
Yeah.
I think you're obviously playing David Montgomery in a revenge game as well against the Bears. Got to love that spot for him.
It's just the first 4. Just start the first 4.
Going Jacobs against Miami in Miami. You like that one for him?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're sitting Gus Edwards here this week. That's where we're going.
Yeah, he plays. He just plays. Yeah, you gotta sit Gus, man, because Gus is a part-time. He's a part-time player now.
Double-digit spread though with the Jacobs play.
Jacobs playing virtually every snap.
I know. I just don't know if they score.
You think Gus? I don't know. I just can't do Gus, man.
What's the spread? I pull up the spread here. Help me out. What's the spread on this Dolphins Raiders game here? Dolphins.
It's 12.5. It's not good.
Yeah, I see a 13.5. Dude, I don't know. I don't think I'm playing Jacobs this week. That's a me thing. I'm sitting Jacobs and playing Edwards.
Well, Craig, you got a conservative play is Gus, upside play is Jacobs. But I mean, with a team like that, with those stars, you can get away with Gus.
You get Miami off a bye at home. Raiders coming across country with a rookie quarterback. I don't know if they score a touchdown.
Gus is probably going to score. Gus will probably score tonight.
Yeah. Abdul here. Who I start? Howell or Lamar? 6-point touchdown league. I'm going Sam Howell.
What? Come on.
What do you mean, come on? Sam Howell throws more than any quarterback in football going at home against the Giants. We're going Sam Howell here.
All right, go ahead. You're the QB whisperer. You got the answers.
Listen, I'm just spitting facts here.
Dak Prescott. We thought that they were going to like bench the starters, which they eventually did, but Dak Prescott threw 400 yards and 4 touchdowns before they did that. So
I know, and I said that we wanted Dak last week. So we were in
get Sammy in there.
Open of the show. We were all in on Dak.
Get him in there.
Let's see. We got Nicole wants to know full PPR need 2, 1 and 1. A-Chain, White, Najee, Warren, Spears, Sutton, Flowers. So Flowers playing tonight, Kier Coop. Do we include him as a wide receiver or a flex given the group?
Yeah. I'm definitely going to start Sutton. He's been great lately. And White, Najee, and Warren all have bad matchups.
Yeah, White's in San Francisco. That's not great. Yeah. Najee in Cleveland. That's not great. Warren in Cleveland. That's not great. You, however, Coop, you picked up something on Tajay Spears on Wednesday's show. Yes. And the matchup that Tennessee has against Jacksonville allowing the most receptions to the running back position. This is a full PPR league.
Right. Could be.
Is it too sneaky to play? Is it like the smartest guy in the room play to put Tajay Spears in your lineup this week?
No, I don't think so, man. I think you start Flowers tonight at the wide receiver spot, and then start Sutton at the flex, and then if A-Chan's playing, you play him. And I'd probably start White. But if A-Chan's not playing, I might go White and Spears. Okay. I don't want any part of Najee or Warren against the Browns.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Spears, we looked at it, over 10 fantasy points the last couple of weeks here. In
full PPR, man. Yeah, getting it. And this goes back to last year, because so it's not just this year. The Jaguars led up the second most receptions to the running back all last year. This year they're first, right? It's like you've seen guys like, Alvin Kamara had like 12 catches against him. Christian McCaffrey last year.
CMC, a lot of pass catching guys having success there. And if they're behind in this game, with the way how poorly their defense is, could see Tajay Spears out there. Jack wants to know, Tajay, decent DFS punt this week on DraftKings, so that full PPR is like $4,300, I think.
I like him. Yeah.
10 player PPR league. Pollard, White, and Mitchell needs 2. I think you have to sit Keaton Mitchell in this spot.
Yep. Yeah. Matchup for White stinks, but at least there's less uncertainty because they use him and they throw it to him.
They throw him a ton. Yep. And wants to know Brian Robinson, Singletary, Ridley, or Rashee Rice here. Definitely playing Brian Robinson. Damian Pierce still not back in practice. Singletary coming off the monster week gets Arizona here. Ridley gets Tennessee. Rashee Rice gets that matchup against Philly. So probably out on Rashee, but Singletary, Ridley for you, Coop, for the second.
I think I'm going to start Singletary if Pierce is out, and if he's not, I'll start Ridley. I don't even hate Rice.
But you're right. Philly's been giving him a lot of points.
You could just avoid. You can avoid it. Yeah, you can avoid it.
Yeah. Cooks or Ridley here?
I think I'm gonna stick with Ridley.
Yeah,
Jay Jones
Ridley.
ain't coming back.
Yep, Ridley where I'm going here as well. Stolen Temple wants to know pick 2 in a full PPR. Pacheco, Spears, Hunt, or Dowell. You got to go the first 2, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, Hunt's been finding the end zone a lot lately. What do we say?
Yeah.
They're the Steelers defense here.
That's the only thing he does. Oddly,
Yeah.
like we think of Hunt as like a pass catching back, but Jerome Ford's been getting like all those snaps. Hunt is like kind of the short yardage goal line back.
Yeah, I just worry again about that offense with DTR. Did not look good that first game for him.
No. Yeah, it's Pacheco's.
Brian Robinson, Keaton Mitchell, going Brian Robinson here, Jose.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Steve said Lamar or Dak. I think we're going Dak here for
Dak.
you.
Yeah.
Should I trade Barkley for Debo or Ayuk and hold? Well, Matthew, like, what does your running back situation look like if you trade Barkley? You got to give us a little more info on that one. But I mean, I'm fine dumping as many Giants. The answer is probably yes, unless you're starting, I don't know, Jalen Warren every week at running back. Like, I don't know.
They're trying to lose, dude.
Yeah, they're not trying to win, and you can get if you had to pick one, Debo or Ayuk for him.
I like Ayuk.
Ayuk, yeah. Beth wants to know 12-team PPR need 1 of 3. Garrett Wilson, Tyler Boyd, Brandon Cooks. Definitely plugging in Boyd here.
Yeah, it's gonna be Boyd.
Garrett Wilson this week against the Bills in Buffalo, or Brandon Cooks on the road against Carolina.
Full PPR. Boyd's been great.
Yeah. Yeah, you need. Oh, she needs 1. Sorry, I thought we needed
just
2
1.
here.
No, just 1.
Yeah, go Tyler Boyd. Go Tyler Boyd.
Mm-hmm.
Howell or Herbert? Again, I'm still going Howell here. I'm big on Sam Howell this week.
Yeah,
I'm
sold. I mean, after what we saw last week with the Giants, I mean, the thing is they're rolling out rookie cornerbacks, and the offense can't stay on the field, so that defense just gassed. Like they're gonna get crushed again.
This trade from AA is a Justin Herbert. I kind of scrolled through and saw his update. So he's trading Justin Herbert and Zach Moss, or he's receiving Justin Herbert and Zach Moss. He's giving Kyron and Henderson. So I'm okay dealing away 2 running backs on the same team there. He has Lamar Jackson as his quarterback. His running backs are Jonathan Taylor, Keaton Mitchell, Alvin Kamara, Javonte. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you got plenty of guys.
Get Herbert and Moss. You get your back up to JT. You don't need the Rams running backs there. Dallas D against the rest of season question, Dallas or Cleveland. I think you still got to go Dallas here.
Yeah, the schedule. Let me pull up the old sketch. So down the stretch, the Browns are facing, your playoff schedule is Buffalo, Miami, Detroit, which is
so not great.
Wait. Oh, sorry. Wrong one. Dude, wait a second. That's Dallas' schedule. Dallas faces Buffalo.
Not Miami. A great schedule for Dallas there.
Yeah. Chicago, Houston, Jets is Cleveland. So
that's a better one.
If you have to drop one, keep Cleveland. Yeah. Championship week versus the Jets.
Yeah,
Cleveland Browns.
Homer away.
It's going to be home.
Home versus the Jets championship week. That's 20 points. Yeah. Let's see here. Running backs. Oh, he's just listing off his team there.
Yeah.
Sean, full PPR, Mixon or Ford? I'm going to go Mixon here tonight.
Mixon. Yeah, we like Mixon. I mean, we don't love him, but we like him.
Off topic, but Coop is the biggest proponent of selling day 3 wide receivers. Is Tank Dell a sell? Or is he for real in Dynasty?
So again,
this is a rebuilding team. It is.
These are the exact type. These are exact type players that you worry that they end up being only guys in 2 wide receiver sets. Though that was my argument for Amon-Ra St. Brown, and they never went out and found a split end, never went out and found a flanker. Really, like Jameson Williams is supposed to be the flanker. So they have Nico Collins. The concern is they draft 1 more wide receiver, and then Dell becomes a part-time player. But I think you hold him, man, unless you can get a first, because right now that's what his value is. If you get
reports are Stroud wanted Dell on this team here. So sometimes wide receivers make their call, the quarterbacks make the call on the wide receiver. It works out.
Right. It's just, with his size, he could end up being a part-time player. So if you could sell him for a first, I think I would still.
I would agree. Fields or Kyler. I'm going to go Kyler here. Nicole wants to Cooks, Ridley, or JSN. I'm going to go Ridley for me.
Yeah, it's Ridley.
Me 2 in a PPR. Kirk, Debo, Puka, Walker, or A-Chain here. I'm going to assume that's Kenneth Walker.
I mean, so if A-Chan plays, then he's in. I mean, he's quite literally, as of this moment, has the most PPR points per game of any player of all time. It's only a 4-game sample size, but still, he's just too electric. I think I would go Debo and And if he's out, then it's probably Christian Kirk.
Yeah, I mean, Kirk's had a great matchup here
He
this
does,
week.
yeah.
Lamar or Dak, gonna go Dak there.
Dak.
Warren or Mitchell, gotta go Mitchell here tonight.
Mitchell, yep.
What tight end do you like tonight? I mean, assuming outside of Mark Andrews,
outside of Mark Andrews, because I mean, like Mark Andrews, this is the ultimate smash platform. I almost ranked him 1. You just can't rank guys over Travis Kelce. I have him ranked 2 because the Bengals lost both their safeties in free agency, and Mark Andrews is awesome. And this has been the worst team versus tight end. So Mark Andrews is smash. If you're going to start anyone from the Bengals in Showdown or anything, it is Tanner Hudson. Tanner Hudson ran more routes than Irv Smith, and Drew Sample's a blocking tight end. That's why I say never Drew Sample. He's the 3rd best tight end on his own team right now. So that's the way to go. And Isaiah Likely just doesn't play enough, man. So I wouldn't even go there with him either.
Adam wants to know, would you trade Hawkinson to get cut? My other tight end is Kelce. My wide receivers are Lamb, Ayuk, Olave, and McLaurin. I mean,
yes.
You would?
I mean, he has Travis Kelce.
Yeah, but you can play them both.
But would you play Hawk over Cup in the slot? In the flex.
I mean, Stafford's thumb could be junk. We don't know.
Junk thumb. Classic junk thumb, dude. Adam, you got to take a look at your opponent. If you're making your opponent's team that much better, it might be smart just to hold on to Hawk, just for the fact of like,
if they're rolling out,
you could be creating a monster.
Yeah. Yeah, if they're rolling out like Hunter Henry at tight end, don't give them Hawkinson, right?
Yeah,
just
sure.
let them lose tight end position every week there. So Jeremy wants to know Keaton Mitchell, Michael Wilson, Elijah Moore in a PPR.
Keaton Mitchell, man. I like Keaton Mitchell.
What did Michael Wilson do for snaps last week?
He always plays a big snap share. It's just like he's just kind of chilling.
Okay.
Like,
I have likely Hunter Henry and Juwan Johnson. Tanner Hudson's available.
Likely Hunter Henry and Juwan Johnson.
Henry's obviously on the bye. Likely is the backup. Juwan's the starter, but also on a bye. So
yeah, I mean, you got to start Tanner Hudson, man. I mean, what are you going to do? You're not going to start Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, you're not going to start Isaiah Likely there. I would agree. You could probably drop Likely for Tanner Hudson, I would have guessed there. Oh, this was the dynasty question from way back.
Oh, dynasty. Oh, no. Keep
yeah. So tight end premium deep. Oh, maybe it wasn't. It was tight end premium deep league. Yeah, start Hudson over Likely tonight.
For sure, absolutely.
Bender's in the chat helping us out. Love that, Bender. Ryan wants to know flex PPR, Rice, Boyd, or Mitchell. We're gonna go Boyd here.
I like Boyd, dude. I like Boyd.
Are you more confident with the Ravens tonight, the Chargers versus Green Bay? I mean, the Chargers defense is not very good. They have a decent pass rush. Jordan Love's not very good, but I mean, the Chargers aren't stopping the run or the pass. So
this is the highest all year I've had the Chargers ranked, and I have them ranked at 14.
Yeah,
like, the Chargers defense sucks.
Ravens tonight. It's not great, but I mean, I don't know what the
John. Did you post that clip on your Twitter of the guy the defense getting steamrolled?
No.
You got to link that.
I just sent it to you and Bender, but I should share that.
Share that. It is crazy.
There was a video from this past week's game against the Lions where literally as soon as the ball was snapped, the entire Lions offensive line had the Chargers offensive line 5 yards back. Like they just absolutely dominated the line of scrimmage.
Literally, it was the line of scrimmage was here, and the first down was here. And by the time the running back even had the ball in his hands, the line had already been moved beyond the line, beyond the first down. Like there were no one who's even close to stopping the play. So and Brandon Staley said he's keeping the play calling role. So I don't expect anything to change.
You saw Reich is taking over the offensive play calling again. They tried that in Carolina for 2 games, didn't work out.
Yeah, it didn't work out. Screens though.
Yeah,
RB screens. That was Miles Sanders' last hope.
Jerry wants to know, do we trade James Conner for Tua? Well, who's your quarterback? But maybe.
Tua's got a terrible schedule down the stretch, though.
Not great, but maybe. It all depends on what you got. Critch Gang in the chat. I got Breeze and Kelce for Eckler Kincaid. Do I accept?
Whoa.
Do you think Breece Hall kind of sucks, though, lately?
I know. I swear. I think your buddy might be on Twitch, and he might have asked us this question earlier today. I'm not even kidding. I feel like somebody asked this exact question from the other side. I'm taking
Eckler Kincaid.
Nah, I'm gonna stick with Breece and Kelce. Yeah, the thing is, if you do the trade, it's a pretty fair trade. If you do the trade, you have to now go and use another roster spot on Kincaid. So let us know if that affects the trade at all.
Why are you doing another roster swap for Kincaid? You're trading Brees and Kelsey. They just plug into each other.
He has if you're on the Kincaid side,
yeah,
he has a bye week.
Oh, the bye part. Got it.
Yeah,
he
has a bye week in like 2 weeks.
Bye weeks matter. That could be a reason why guys are dumping players too. Don't just be blinded by the offer. You got to see what the reason.
I'm keeping Brees and Kelsey.
Alrighty,
Kelsey's too good.
Kelsey,
I might be the biggest Kincaid.
Kelsey will be great this week because Taylor Swift's going to be in town.
Right.
He only plays well when Taylor's watching.
I'm the biggest Kincaid fan in the entire industry, and I would take the Kelsey side.
That's true. What is the world coming to? Do I start Pickett or DeVito? No, you're starting Pickett. Why do you even and drop DeVito? He's not even worth rostering.
Don't be tempted by that, dude.
Yeah, do not even come close here.
DeVito.
Sean, I don't really remember what your other question was earlier. Mitchell, Chandler, starting Lamar, Flower. Oh, this was like, is it too many Ravens?
The too many Ravens.
No, I mean, listen, if the Ravens score, don't you want to have parts of that offense? So. No, I'm not gonna not start Mitchell and be worried that Mark Andrews or Flowers score, because what if Mitchell scores? Then you're really upset. So
yeah, exactly. And Alexander Madison might play.
Agreed. Howell or Herbert? I'm going Howell here again. I have Howell pretty ranked highly this week. I think they just throw all over that team.
Yeah.
Lamar or Purdy? Lamar's been killing me the last 4 games. Again, I'm just gonna say this: Lamar has not been playing bad football. He's just not scoring. There's the upside for Lamar Jackson is there if they would just let him run the touchdown and not Gus Edwards, or if Mark Andrews could just catch a touchdown, he'd have 17, 18 fantasy points. Hasn't been the case. I kind of like Purdy this week though against Tampa Bay.
No, I'm going with Lamar.
All righty.
Do Lamar. The Bengals defense is Trey Hendrickson is playing, but he's been kind of banged up too. You never know.
All right, Lamar. We'll ride Lamar then tonight. I kind of like Purdy, but Coop can be the tiebreaker on us here.
You're the QB whisperer, but I don't know, man. I can't mention Lamar.
And back-to-back 20+ fantasy point games for Brock Purdy there. Just new healthy team, bad defense in Tampa Bay. You can't really run on Tampa Bay that much.
Lamar.
All right, Lamar. Coop's saying Lamar. Blame him.
I'm using my one veto.
At Coupe Fiasco when Brock Purdy.
Tweet at me if Lamar has a bad game tonight. Tweet at me, put me on blast. Don't unfollow me though. But I mean,
I might go Howell. Yeah, listen, the QB whisperer right here. Can't guess he gets it. We're going Howell here tonight.
I'm in on Howell. I'm just also in on Lamar.
Everybody's trailing Lamar anytime touchdown. That's fine.
Brock Purdy's.
I don't mind. I think Lamar anytime touchdown's fine. I'm
in on that. Yeah, let's do that.
Should I trade Kenneth Walker away, and what running back should I get for him? I mean, that's very difficult to answer. A running back for a running back question. First of all, like you have to make it. Why would your opponent take Kenneth Walker?
But I'll get an answer for you. Bang and play. Go and find look through your league and look at the teams that have Alvin Kamara, Jonathan Taylor, and Ramondre Stevenson, right? And who else is on bye this week? There's another good running back on bye as well. So go and look at those teams, and hopefully one of those teams needs to win this week.
On bye.
Bijan Robinson,
Alvin Kamara, Ramondre Stevenson, Ezekiel Elliott, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson.
No Zeke, dude. But I would go and look at
5 rushing touchdowns. You mean no Zeke?
But not for Kenneth Walker, dude. So go and look at those teams and see if they're in a must-win situation, and then say to them, "Hey, I know you got to win this week. You can't afford to have Alvin Kamara on your bench. Let me help you out. I'll give you Kenneth Walker right now." That's the move you do.
But then he doesn't have a guy to start.
Who cares, dude? Alvin Kamara, bro.
Worry about that later, I guess.
Worry about that later, dude. We go big here. We go big here.
So, bro, I'm going Burrow here tonight.
Yeah.
The Coop just called the best defense.
I meant they're bad, like the way you say bad, like bad to the bone. That's what I meant. Of course, I caught that. I actually caught that, but no, they're bad mamma jammas is what I meant to say.
Lamar killing you with the low floor. Again, I agree the points haven't been there, but it's not because he's playing poorly. You're just not scoring touchdowns. Isaiah Flowers and Lockett. Freedom, we answered this one earlier. We're going to Tyler Lockett here.
Yeah.
Better cast. First question in the chat for everybody here. Total points scored in this game over under 45.5. Coop, where are you going?
I'm going over, man. I'm going to be watching this whole one. I'll be hanging the better cast. I want this to be fun. I like betting the over. It's a lot more fun, and I do believe in it. And I think it's trending that way. The money's coming in on the over side. I've seen some places move up to 46.5. So I feel like you got Vegas on your side and the power of goodwill.
Combination of the Bengals offense looking better and their defense continuing to play worse makes me think the over is here as well. Guys, this is a current live pregame question in the BetterCast app. Scan that QR code there or click the links in the description. Download the BetterCast app for free. Tonight we have the BenderCast. Howard Bender will be hosting tonight's BetterCast game. They're watching the Ravens Bengals this evening. So scan the QR code, click the link in the description, download it for free. Get involved in tonight's BetterCast contest. Opportunity to win some cool prizes there. Moving on over to our next question. Russ wants to know, starts at Purdy or Lamar. I think we just answered this one or similar.
We did that. The answer is
maybe just multiple people with the same question. I think it's actually what it is.
I don't know. My answer has not changed. Your answer has not changed.
My answer has not changed either.
Everyone's have to go with your heart. Because I'm saying Lamar. John says Purdy. John is the QB whisperer, so probably should be Purdy.
Purdy, Dobbs, and Fields. I would play Purdy in this one as well. Yep. I like Purdy this week.
That's where I like Purdy.
Coop, thanks for your advice. Speak to more giving up Chase, getting Diggs and Andrews.
Yep. Yeah, that's where we're at, Russ.
Yep. Take that one for sure. Need 2 in PPR. Deontay, Rasheed, Pickens, Kincaid, Naughty.
Can I speak more to it? So Russ had a trade on the table, just real quick, because I know we got a lot of questions to get to. Russ had a trade on the table that I liked a lot, and the guy rug pulled the trade. He basically pulled the bait and switch on him. I like the other trade better, but still, I think you're not downgrading that far, and you're getting Mark Andrews. So I mean, I don't know what that situation is for that guy where he can just give up guys, make a very slight upgrade. It might not even be an upgrade from Diggs to Chase, to be honest. So, I like the Diggs and Andrews side. It's that easy.
Yeah, you would definitely take the Diggs and Andrews side here for sure.
But he had another trade where he was basically getting those guys for like nothing. That's why I was like, accept that trade immediately.
Yeah,
the other version of it. But so I don't like the bait and switch aspect of now all of a sudden you have to trade away Chase, but still I like the trade.
Yeah, for sure. Deontay, Rasheed, Pickens, Kincaid, not a tight end premium. She needs 2 here.
Man, I trust Deontay Johnson still. I don't know why. I think I'm gonna go
against
Deontay.
Cleveland. In Cleveland, I'm probably out on that one.
Damn, he hurt us bad last week. But who are you gonna go instead? You start Pickens?
No, you go Rasheed Rice and Kincaid.
All right, Rasheed Rice and Kincaid. I'm still starting.
Gordon wants to know Dub, Singletary, Mitchell. Probably got to go Singletary this spot.
Yeah, it's Singletary if Pierce is out. Otherwise, start Dubs.
Yeah,
I wouldn't start Mitchell this week and make it so you can't.
Not given those options. Singletary's too good of a spot here. What's up, Dan? Wants to know Connor, Cook, or Mostert here. Needs 2 of them.
No reason not to like James Conner right now. I'm gonna go James Conner and Mostert. James Cook is Latavius Murray's just getting every time it's an important play, it's Latavius Murray.
Yeah, I mean the fumble didn't help, and then he had the fumble, which luckily for him bounced right back into his own arms. Right. So that would have been maybe the send in there. What's going on with Leonard Fournette, man? He just keeps on chilling on the practice squad.
Yeah, I don't know. He's the kind of guy that usually tweets about that stuff.
Yeah, I was offered Devonta and Dante for Nico and Devonta, Dante, and Nico for Swift. I'm not doing a 3-for-1.
No,
not going to do that.
Not with those players either.
Nope. And Dunn saying smite the lash button. Yeah, please smash the like button.
Smash it up. Smash the like button and lash the smite button.
Yeah, it's a little, reading and talking at the same time and trying to use my brain doesn't always work.
Don't work so good.
Yeah. Lamar versus Purdy. Listen, that's
the bet of the week, John.
I guess
that's the beer. That's the pretzel. That's the pretzel bet of the week, dude. Since we forgot the last one, we'll do another one.
Well, again, the brain doesn't always work too good, but we won't forget this one. Lamar versus.
We'll forget this one. Lamar versus Purdy.
4-point
passing.
Yeah, Flowers, Dell, or Smith.
I'm gonna go Devonta Smith against the Chiefs.
Yep.
2. Devonta Smith against the Chiefs, and then Tank Dell. Yep. He played like every snap last week, played the most snaps of any wide receiver on the team. So he's not the one at risk to end up on the side. It's Noah Brown.
Yeah. Kyle wants us to set the lineup for him here. 2 running backs, a wide receiver, a flex, and a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't know the Madison situation yet there. So I guess the question right now is do we play Mitchell tonight in that group here?
I'm playing Boyd. I'm playing McBride. So you're playing Boyd, you're playing McBride. So tight end's done. Playing Cooks. So that's your wide receiver flex. So you just need 2 running backs.
Yeah.
I'm going to start Keaton Mitchell tonight. And then I'm going to start Jerome Ford.
Yep, that's where I'm going to go as well. If Madison is in, play Madison over Ford. Otherwise, Mitchell
Bingo.
there.
Yep.
Let's bring in our guest here.
Guest of honor? Special
guest
guest?
of honor. He is the host of tonight's Bender.
Oh, yeah.
Howard Bender, everybody. Give him a round of applause. Joining us here, promoting the Bender cast. You can go ahead if you haven't already and you want to hang out with Howard here tonight. You go, well, tech, work. Hey, there it is. You can scan the QR code here on the screen. Bender will be hosting tonight's Bender cast experience in the app there, watching the Ravens and Bengals here tonight, answering those questions, those live prop questions that pop up, the pregame questions that are there. He's going to be in the chat, hanging out with everybody. Howard, man, how we doing?
What's going on, boys? How's your start sit night going here so far?
Let's see if you can settle the debate here. The question of the night has been Brock Purdy versus Lamar Jackson. I'm on the Purdy side. Coop is on.
You can't tell him that. You can't tell. Now you see you ruined it because now he knows what side the QB whisperer is on.
All right. Forget I said it. And you're on a stake.
Man, I wish I knew what the QB whisperer was thinking, but you know what? I got to be honest with you, Coop. I was thinking Purdy even before he said.
Nah, I'm leaving.
No, you can't leave. Don't be. Oh, it's a boo. But I'm with you on the Purdy side. Listen, he's got his weapons back. It's a rock solid matchup for San Francisco. We know that secondary for Tampa Bay is soft, and everything across the middle there. So I think that's just a really good spot for where Purdy's going to live. Not to mention the fact that McCaffrey, going to be running up against a tougher run defense in San Francisco. Purdy's going to, he's just the safe guy. Freaking Lamar, man, what was it like three? Like since that Detroit game.
Everybody out there
game that we missed, John, that we cursed ourselves for missing the matchup with Lamar against Detroit. We were like pissed off at ourselves for doing that. And since then, Lamar's been crap.
Yep.
All right. So final answer, start Purdy and then trail us on the Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown tonight.
That's what we're doing. And like I said, I have Lamar as my captain in DFS for the showdown slate. I just think that Purdy's going to outscore him this week.
Let's get back to the chat. We got a lot of questions still. We can't just talk about Brock Purdy and all you guys. You guys having fun without me. I hope Lamar goes crazy tonight. I'll be in the BetterCast app just waiting for him.
Yeah, Bender, why don't you tell everybody quickly what's going to happen on the BenderCast app tonight? What can we expect in the BenderCast tonight?
Well, first and foremost, if you got to download it right now, again, it's free. You can flash that QR code there again if you need to hit it. And you're hanging out in the chat with like me and Coop and the Fantasy Alarm family, the Fantasy Alarm team, and not to mention then go there now, answer all the pregame prop questions, and then throughout the game there are other prop questions that go that get posted there. And you give your answers. You score points for correct answers. You take those points, you turn them into tickets. You redeem those tickets for autographed sports memorabilia, other, fantastic prizes. It's all 100% free. And then, obviously then, they're also, for some reason, they're giving me some sort of power so I can just pop in and out on videos whenever I want and say whatever I want. So
dangerous powers.
That's a dangerous power. I'll chime in a little bit pregame there. We'll go over the prop questions. I'll give you my my picks on those, and then we'll watch the game together. Have a good time.
Sounds like a great test. Again, don't miss that. Scan the QR code there or click the link in the description here to download the free BetterCast app tonight. All right, let's get back to the questions here. We'll rapid fire through these. Let's see, where do we leave off?
I'm lost.
I'm waiting. I'm fine. All right, we did.
I'm gonna let you two recover, and
you're
finish it up.
I'm not here. Answer one question. Answer one question for our guy Joshua here. How about this? The Bender question answer of the day.
The Bender special guest answer of the day.
It's probably the question that you guys don't want to answer. PPR, need one.
Purdy versus Lamar.
Flowers, Singletary, White, or wait for Achane?
That's a terrible question, and that's the hamburger who wants that. So he's an important person to answer to. He's a fantasy member.
I'll wait for Achane. You're gonna have see what happens. As far as it goes, I don't think it's gonna be a last minute thing. I think we're gonna know by Saturday at least of when that's gonna happen. So Achane if he plays, Singletary if he doesn't. That's where I'm at. Sorry,
you
Zay
go.
Flowers.
Your Howard Bender answer of the night. Get him in the Better Cast here tonight. Download it, talk to him, hang with Bender. Maybe you'll get like 3 hours of his favorite Fish songs. I don't know, but he'll be in there.
It'll be good. It'll be good. All right, get out of here, dude.
Beat it. Scram you.
Bye, Howard. The one and only Howard Bender, everybody.
There he is, dude.
Let's rapid fire through these. A couple minutes left for us here. Billy wants to know Mixon or Edwards in a PPR.
Mixon. I like Mixon.
I'm with you on that one. Alfred wants to know Singletary, Pierce, or Mitchell. I mean,
I'm just gonna start Keaton Mitchell.
Go Keaton Mitchell. I don't want anything to do with Pierce personally. No. I need help how to upgrade my roster and Dynasty Superflex. Kobe, tweet at us, I guess.
Can you tweet at us or get us in Discord?
If you haven't already signed up for the Fantasy Alarm family, sign up. Get in our Discord, man. They're answering questions literally all day to help you guys get better. Lamar or Goff? I'll go Lamar here, Daniel. That one's fine for me. Dobbs or Allen this week? This is where we're at now.
This is the lowest I have Allen ranked. I have him ranked like 5. You still got to start him.
Josh Allen versus the Jets.
You still got to start him.
Picks on opening night. You
still got to do it.
All right. Jackson or Purdy? We're going Purdy. Yes, this one I read a bunch of times. Thanks. Everybody's saying thanks. Thank you all here. Brian wants to know, would you consider Keaton and Cash lineup tonight? You're playing Cash on a showdown slate? Yeah, I would. I think it'll be pretty highly on the price, man.
Head-to-head showdowns.
Yeah, head-to-head showdown. I mean, that's a wild life.
Gunslinger, dude.
98. He's going to be like 98% because of what his price is.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Russ here. Would you drop the Eagles or the Chargers? I would drop the Chargers. I'm still a believer in the Eagles defense.
Chargers stink, dude.
Yeah, I agree with you.
When are you going to use the Chargers, dude? Against the Cowboys in week 16?
I don't know. Michael's saying he's not starting Lamar with confidence over Dobbs. Play Dobbs, man. Play Dobbs. Again, Dobbs has been good, but I feel like we're riding the hype a little bit on Dobbs here, going on the road now in Denver. Denver's been looking a little bit better. People got to give them credit for that. Yep. It's risky for sure, but I like Lamar over Dobbs here. I do.
Yep. And Hamburger's got one last question here. Hamburger, by the way, on that question that Howard answered, I just want to also throw in there, if Dameon Pierce plays, I might pivot to your third option, which is Rachaad White.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. I would agree with you on that one. Hopkins or Flowers?
Hopkins, man.
Hopkins versus the Jags this week. Brian saying he's playing the Thursday, Monday cash. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Brian.
You got to let us know, though. Otherwise, we're sitting here thinking you're playing.
No, bros.
I thought Showdown.
You should have just let us think you were like some just like high, like
well, then
let's draw pistols at high noon.
Not playing Keaton and cash then. If it's a Thursday through Monday, I don't think Keaton is my cash.
Yeah, and too many people are gonna be doing that. Like people are specifically playing Thursday through Monday matchups because they have someone they want to play tonight, and it's probably Keaton Mitchell. Yeah. I would consider Mark Andrews though, because I think he's an absolute smash.
But there are better running backs this week than Keaton Mitchell for a cash game play. So
if I'm playing anyone tonight, it's Mark Andrews. In a lineup like that.
He's scared of Lamar. I get it, man. Again, but if you look at the actual numbers, he hasn't been bad. He's just not scoring touchdowns, but everything else has been fine. So if he can score a touchdown, he can score a touchdown. Coop, we got like 1 minute. Can you flash us a DFS lineup? Or are we out of time here?
We can do one, dude.
Okay.
Let's go. Good thing I'm already logged in. I got it pulled up.
I was going to say, you logged in, you pulled up. You want to throw it on the screen? We'll build a lineup here.
Definitely not pulling it up right now. There's no chance that that's the case.
All right. I'll let everybody know quickly that we got I am now frozen on DraftKings as well. It's not loading for me.
Good. I got it up. Don't worry about that. Let's just do a lineup.
All right. I said I have Lamar as my captain.
Take the chat overlay down. Yeah,
there we go.
All right. Lamar's in. See, you do like Lamar.
Yeah, I do. I like him captain for tonight.
Well, who's the ringer?
Hudson is the punt.
Patrick Ricard.
Yeah. Hudson's your punt at 26.
Mm-hmm.
Andrews. You got to go up to Boyd. Boyd's right there at 68.
Yep.
Go Jamar.
There's no misses in this lineup right now. How do we get Jamar in? How's that possible?
$4,600 gives you the
Trent Irwin.
Yeah, Irwin. Yeah.
Ooh, dude, look
at that. Andrew Lamar with all the pass catchers for Cincinnati tonight.
Did we just become rich?
There you go. That's a DFS lineup for everybody here. Coop's out of tournaments. Get us in the Discord if you haven't already. Sign
I'm
up.
entering that in a bunch
of
of lineup. I'm entering that and everything. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm just out here just trying to, promote the site. Scan the QR code. Become a member of the Fantasy Alarm family. Go to fantasyalarm.com/win. If you haven't seen what we did last week in week 10, you're missing out. We got a whole bunch of great stuff coming in week 11. It's not too late to sign up. Our annual subscription package is 40% off the monthly price. So you got a big discount there right now as well. So check all of that out. We'll be back Sunday morning, 9 to 10. Myself and Britt Flynn will be live. Then you come back here 11 to 12. Myself and Coop be here taking you through the NFL inactives for week 11. Good luck, everybody here. Enjoy Thursday Night Football. Download that BetterCast app, and we will catch you guys later.